In the last section, we learned how to use IntelliJ and some of the features that IntelliJ gives us right out of the box. In this section, we're going to learn a little bit more of some advanced concepts as we start to use IntelliJ, some advanced tooling features that IntelliJ gives us. And so when I kind of envisioned creating this course, I saw two types of people taking it. One, somebody who's already done programming in another language and wants to learn Java. And then two, somebody brand new to programming in general. So if you're in that first bucket, you're going to understand some of these concepts and you just want to learn how to do them in Java. If you're brand new to programming altogether, some of these concepts you might not understand. And I get that we called them advanced tooling and this is really a course for kind of beginners, but I think telling you about them and you seeing them in action might trigger something when you start to write your own applications. You might start writing an application and go, oh, I remember, I can't understand why this value is this value at this point in the application. But I do remember Dan showing me that you could use debugging tools inside of IntelliJ to kind of step through the application and kind of get a snapshot of where we are in the application at that time. So just introducing you to these concepts are going to help, even if it doesn't help you right now. So in this section, we're going to cover stuff like code generation, which allows you to generate code inside the IDE. We're going to talk about debugging. Being able to debug your applications is crucial to application development. Things are going to go wrong, and when they do, you need to know where they're going wrong, and that will kind of lead you into the why. We can also run IntelliJ from the command line, so we'll look at how we can do that. We'll look at refactoring. So refactoring is not, when we need to just rename a variable, it's not just that simple in larger applications. There are times when, that particular variable may be used widely across your application, and just renaming one variable is going to screw up your whole application. So there's a way we can use the IDE to do these types of refactoring. We're also going to talk about GitHub source control. So if you've used GitHub before, that's great. If not, we're going to show you that once you create your application, we can kind of hook this up to a GitHub account or a GitHub repo. And it's really nice to be able to integrate within GitHub right within your IDE. And finally, we'll look at a Java decompiler. So IntelliJ ships with a decompiler, and a decompiler allows you to decompile. So the class file, which we compile all the way down to. So when we created our hello world, we start with some human readable Java code. We run our compiler tool, which creates a class file for us. We're going to look at how we can take that class file and get human readable code out of that. And while it doesn't help with code that you wrote, it will help with code that you don't write. So we'll look at how the Java decompiler inside of IntelliJ works. So that's what's in store for this section. I hope you're excited, and let's go ahead and jump on in.